Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This video is for all the beautiful women out there. And today my topic is going to be romance and healthy relationships. Romance and healthy relationships. So my question to all the beautiful women out there, does romance still exist? Or have we gotten far away from it? What does it take to have a healthy relationship with a man? What is a healthy relationship to you? Um, I ask that you leave a comment. I would appreciate it if you can share your thoughts and let us know, what your perception is towards, having a healthy relationship with a man. What does it take to be romantic? What is romance to you? Um, so I'm going to share my perception on what I think romance is to me and having a healthy relationship. So first, I'll start with the healthy relationship because in order to have, true romance, I think having a healthy relationship is important. I can't imagine you having a relationship that's toxic and trying to have romance. It's an illusion. It won't be reality. So I think it's important to have a healthy relationship. So one of the key things that I think is important is having communication, healthy communication. So I think that um, I know me personally, being in relationships with the women, one of the things that I discovered was that reading is important and significant to a better communication in your particular marriage or relationship. I think it's important that couples read together. Spiritual books, informative books about personal development specifically. You know, Other good books are important. Whatever your style is. Whatever you like to read. Whether it have to do with school. Maybe you should support each other even if one is going to school. Maybe y'all can study together. Study about you know your field that you're studying. But a spiritual uh, book or information, I think, is important. Um, Having a spiritual foundation is very important. Putting God as the center of your relationship, which is love and peace. God is love, peace, purity. God is divine. God is a God of infinite possibilities. So having infinite possibilities, love, kindness, happiness, and peace of mind at the foundation of your relationship. Because if it don't bring you peace of mind, it's not for you. Relationships are bridges to something good or something bad. You got to know the difference. You got to be able to discern the difference between a healthy relationship and a toxic relationship. Toxic relationships are sent from hell to destroy you, to distract you, to put you on a path that you was not meant to be on. Healthy relationships are like people that come into your life that are like angels. Angels come to multiply you. They bring out the best in you. You know, um, they carve out your potential. So healthy relationships are important to maintain. And know this: even when you get into healthy relationships, there's gonna be a lot of distractions that will try to get in the way of that particular relationship, because now that you in this healthy relationship and in the state of peace of mind, you got to prepare for war. In time of peace, prepare for war. you know um so I think it's important that you have that spiritual foundation, praying together, meditating together, doing yoga, whatever your religion is, whether it's Buddhism, Islam. I think practicing your particular spiritual path is important. and also being open minded to other religions and just learning and realizing that God is in everything, you know, and there's always something good that you can learn from everything. So always being open minded to other books, other cultures, other religions, you know, and trying new things, So I think these are the keys to having a healthy relationship, having a getting on the same mindset, having morals and values in alignment, and write them down. A lot of couples get into relationships, but they don't ever write down morals and values that's important to the relationship. Write it down. Write down the foundation of your relationship. You know, this is what I do. I don't get in a relationship to play around. This is someone that I'm deciding to spend the rest of my life with. This is someone that I'm trying to build with, someone that I'm putting my trust in. I think it's important that you have a concrete foundation in writing of the morals and values, personal morals and values first, because each person have a different set of perspectives and values. So you have to put down your own personal values and morals, and then see if it line up with the person that you're with. Seeing if you are compatible with this person, seeing their values and morals. Do they even have morals and values? You want to be with somebody that has morals and values. I think it's important to have morals and values. Also, keeping the excitement going, having fun is important. You don't want to get bored because you get 5, 10 years in a marriage or in a relationship and realize that as a man, you taking your woman on cruises because she love cruises, but 10 years down the line, she 40, 50 years old now. She don't like cruises no more. She's a whole different being she's a whole different person now. So she like new things. We have to find another way to keep the excitement going. So it's important to reinvent, be open minded to changes, and also love it unconditionally, no matter if it's a good situation or bad situation. You have to know how to love unconditionally, not based on what I'm getting or based on this or based on that. I'm going to love my woman unconditionally, long as her intentions is right. We both on the same path and we headed in the right direction. So, you know, these are the things that's important to have healthy relationships. Romance. Romance, romance. Light some candles, put some rose petals down. Scheduling a vacation for a 3-day getaway, 4-day getaway, a week. Getting away from the work and the schooling and the mental agony that we deal with and all the pressure that goes on in society. It is important to get away and enjoy vacations. And also having plans. Plans may change. You can be spontaneous, but always have a plan. Write it down. Write down to-do lists or a schedule. I know that may sound crazy, but I think it's important to have a plan down. Like even if you schedule a date night where you make reservations to have dinner on a boat, and I think it's important to put that specific date and time down. Yes, and also be open minded to the changes. Things can change, but still try to keep that excitement going. Still try to keep that romance alive. Also, don't let certain things creep in. Because as soon as you try to have romance, there's always something that try to distract you. Even when you're trying to do positive things in life, there's always something that try to get in your way. But you have to be aware of those things. So when they come, you also already have your morals and values in place. And the things that you're supposed to do when things come your way. You already know that if we have a problem, we sit down and talk about it. Or we go for a walk and talk about whatever the issue may be. We come up with a solution and we move on to the next thing. We don't need to keep going back and forth over no problems that's not being solved. And then women and men communicate in different ways. Men, we always see conversation as maybe a problem that need to be solved. Women see the need and importance of conversation. Men don't want to talk all the time. Women like to talk. They're more sociable. So sometimes we have to be mindful that these are the things that's important. You have to realize we speak two different languages, we from two different planets. Two incompatible people learning how to live compatibly. So this is important to romance, and I think the small things may count. Even if you have plenty of money, but try to do the things that matter the most. Meaning that intimate time with your mate is important. Connecting with each other, getting to know each other at a deep level, telling each other things that you may not want to tell each other, but you got to keep it real. You have to be authentic, and that's what creates that connection between one another. When you realize that each one is speaking the truth to each other, and you're getting to know each other at a deep level. That's what it's about. Having that connection. Um, Having pure, clean sex is important. Eating healthy is important. Protecting yourself during sex is important. Getting tested before you get in an intimate sexual relationship, getting tested is so important. Because you want to build that trust. You want to make sure that you doing what you got to do so that we protecting ourselves. Protect yourself. Wear a condom. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? And if you decide to get tested and not wear a condom, that's your choice. If that's the only person that you with, these things have to be discussed beforehand. Ain't no just jumping into things. We all been in situations where we just jumped into things. But that's not the way to live your life. We're supposed to live our life strategically. So we have to be on guard with those things. It's very important that you don't rush. You take your time when it comes to a relationship. This is somebody you trusting with your life. You don't just jump into something like that. You take your time. You make sure you study like anything else. If you was going for education, you don't just jump into the education. You research the major that you may be interested in. Like, is this what I'm passionate about? Is this what I love? Can I really be with this person every day? Being real is important. Like, it's not just about what you can get or gain from the situation. Realize, is this really what I want? Does this increase my happiness? I'm already a happy person. This person just came into my life. Are they increasing my happiness? I'm already a peaceful person. This person coming into my life, do they increase my peace of mind? That's what it's about. If they're not increasing your peace of mind and happiness, then maybe it's something that you gotta let go. It doesn't matter how much you're benefiting from the situation. What matters is your peace of mind as a priority. So, romance is important, man. Keeping the excitement going, keeping the fun going, whatever romance is to you, that has to be defined. When you're writing your morals and values down, write down what's important to you romantically. What is romantic to you? Most people have their own personal preferences and what is romance to them. You have to discover what is romance to you. It could be sitting in the park having a picnic and having a conversation and making smoothies or whatever the case may be, whatever you like. And it's important that your mate know what you like, what you don't like. All those things have to be discussed. And there's so much more that I want to say, and I will make a part 2 to this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe the video. I would appreciate it. But the question you must ask yourself, what is a healthy relationship to me? What is romance to me? How can this improve my life as a human being? Because we all deserve the best. We all deserve to enjoy our lives to the fullest. Being happy and having peace of mind is very important. So who you date is important. You don't want to be laid up to the wrong type of energy. You want to be laid up with someone with good energy, someone that you can love deeply. And realize that also relationships can last for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. Meaning that it could last for 1 year, 2 years, 3 months. Only God knows what's going to happen. You don't know where life is going to take you, so you have to be open-minded to that. You have to realize that some people live in a fairy tale, happily ever after fairy tale, but sometimes life gives you twists and turns. You have to be open-minded. If that door is shut, another one may open, and that's just life. And realize that you was in that relationship to learn and grow. So you may not be in it no more, but guess what? It made you the person that you are right now. So that's why you have to keep a positive perspective in your relationships, no matter when the negative come. Always try to see the good in every situation. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the video. Be peaceful, be happy, be healthy. Embrace someone that is on the same page and compatible with you. And please comment, share your comments and share your thoughts on what a healthy relationship is to you. You know, what is true romance to you? Even if you haven't experienced romance nowadays, because you know the world has changed now with technology. Most people are not socializing with each other intimately, like putting the technology down and really connecting with one another. You know, you don't see that very often nowadays. So share your experiences. Share what your thoughts are and what you think. Okay? I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace.